steak rice ball. If you're in a rush, rice balls are amazing. You can get all this kind of rice ball type or flavoring, seaweed stuff. So it comes in many different flavors, right? This is, I don't know, sesame or whatever. So first I'm going to cook up some steak, put on a minute. I only want a minute each side. Already over. You got your rice cooking here. You're going to need a little plastic bag, right? Grab a little bag. You're going to need a towel because it's hot. So you get your little plastic bag. That's going to be used to make the rice ball, right? I'm trying to do this holding, kind of open it up. You probably want to put so I have the bag, I got the rice here. I've got the meat cooking there, let's flip it. And this should be good. I've got some steak here. I got some pork here, right? And probably when it cuts off, it'll be good to go, right? The pork's there, cooking that there, looking good. You can get some little pork sauce on here, there it goes. That's some little sauce. On there. It's done. I mean, let it sit there a little bit. Let's cook the other side. So now what I want to do is I'm going to actually get the rice. Now this is going to be the tricky thing. How do I balance this? Let me see if this will work here. Alright, that worked, right? You can see me. I'm going to take the bag, and because the rice is going to be hot, I'm going to actually put the bag under the plastic bag, right? So, but right now, to get the rice in here, I just use the bag. So I go over here. Put the rice in the baggie. Well, got some on my finger. Eat the rice. If it's on the baggie, just eat some. Alright. And it's not that hot actually. Let me close it down here. So what I'm going to do is just flatten it like a pancake, right? Right. Wow, it feels good. You don't need it. Nice and flat. Nice and flat. Okay. Alright. So then, actually I don't even need the bag. I'm going to open it up. So now you can see it's flat in there, right? So I'm going to grab a piece of steak. Take the steak, just drop it in the bag. And position it on top, right? So you can see it, there's flat and the steak's on top. Let's make two of these. Grab a little pork, grab it on there. So now that I have the steak and the pork in there, all you do is you fold it like a sandwich. Fold it like a sandwich. Here, let me position this a little better. Okay, fold it like a sandwich. All right, press it in there. This is where you could use the paper, a little hot in there, right? Got the paper. Just pull it in here and just squeeze it in there, nice and tight, right? So something I did forget, I should have put in the bag first, which I forgot, was this stuff. But I'm gonna put it in now. I don't know if going in. This is olive oil and sesame oil with rice. Smells so good. So just stick this in here. Just a little bit. I do everything just by and let's throw some of this in here too. More the merrier. So, you know, I'm hungry. Throw that in there. And you can shake the bag a little, right? Now ideally, you know, I'm going to try to move this bag a little around a bit. Hold on. Yeah, what I did was I broke up the rice ball and I'm putting it around. Here's the towel. My stuff's all kind of come apart again, but and the whole idea is, again, you want to squeeze it in there tight because a rice ball is all about tight, right? In there like a baseball. And you can also then squeeze it down like this here. Really squeeze it down as I'm pushing down here. It's like a ball here. You can even turn it, right? Really, it's got in there. It's gonna burst out, right? Look at that. So just let it burst out, and then there's your rice ball, nicely ready to eat. So there's the steak on top, or is that the? Look at that. Let me take it out. Look at beautiful rice ball here. The bag's done. Here it is, and let's try it. See what it's got. There's the steak. There's the pork. Mmm, that is good. Mmm, steak and rice in a ball. Now, I didn't time myself, but that's a pretty fast lunch, isn't it? Mmm, it's good. This is my innovation. Innovator is always innovating. How can I make a rice ball? The way they do it in Japan is use their hands, right? I don't want to get my hands dirty. So I developed the plastic bag method, or the little, you know, wrap. So you can actually something else I've done is actually once you make it that ball, you can actually put a little rubber band, cut the top off, and it's good to go for lunch. And then when they're ready for lunch, you just pop the rubber band, squeeze it, and it comes. You can eat it, so you don't even get your fingers dirty. Look at that! Doesn't that look delicious? Mmm. I'll make another one here. Mmm. So you can. I'm out in little plastic bags, so I'm going to get these from the grocery store, right? So this time I tried to do it right. Put this in here. Nope. Put some of this sesame seed oil stuff in here. I don't know if you can see that. Right. Close it up. This one back. I'm trying to find naughty. Where do I have naughty? Is there any naughty around here? But seaweed. Let's see the seaweed. Really good. Here is some nori. Nori is actually seaweed wrap. I'll show you how you can turn at the end, wrap it. Get this stuff here, right? It's got little curves on it for the sushi. But let's try that. Okay, so once I have the mix in here, you can mix it around a little bit, okay? And then I'm gonna go get the rice. Get the rice, right? And actually here, what you can do is actually just kind of beat it around before you put the steak. Make it, like, use it as a mixer, right? I'm just mixing it in, squeezing it in, right? Try to get all the pieces in there, right? Get it deep in there before I flatten it out. Just kind of like a mixer in a bowl. My mother-in-law uses a bowl to mix it. I'm just mixing it in this bag, right? Just squeeze it around, just rice, just squeeze it in there, right? Really simple. Just squeeze it in there. Really, as you can see now, you can see it kind of mixing in there. You can see parts if it's a big part. You can break it up with your fingers and kind of mix it, right? So once you have that, get it all in the bottom, right? And what you want to do is flatten it now, because I'm going to put the steak in the middle, so I want to flatten it, right? So just flatten it, put it together, flatten it, like a pancake, right? All right, there it is, nice and flat. So I'm going to basically put it in the, right, okay, and then we open it up. So it's nice and flat. I don't know if you can see that, but it's nice and flat. Then I'm grabbing, well, this has 2 pieces of steak and some pork. Right, there it is. The steak and the pork is on there. And now what I'm going to do is actually roll it together. So I just start rolling it together, pushing that meat in there, folding it over, right? Just using the bag, there it is there, just spreading the bag on this side too, and just make it into a ball, right? I fold it all in together, there's the ball now, right? And then pressing it down, and then grabbing it, and just, this is what they do in the chat, you see them kind of hold together, right? My plastic bag method of doing a rice ball, really easy, really fun for the kids. You've got kids. My son is like, wow, your rice balls are so much better than Oma's. Yeah, because they're not always the same, right? I put stuff in there, like little surprises in the middle. So there it is. And then what I do before, here it is, you pull up, and just get everything in there, and just squeeze it, right, until it's just going to come out. Or you could, like I said, you could actually just roll this like this, right? Right. And you can do it another way. Let me show you the other way I do it. Take a pair of scissors, just cut the top of the bag off. Right? So there it is, right here. Right? There's a little baggie. You can have these set in your lunch box, and then when you're ready to go, you just open it up. There it is. Now what I'm going to do here, I've got my Nordy. Now I've never done it with Nordy before. This is the first time I've done it with the rice patty. Right? But open it up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And doesn't that look really tasty? Little rice ball delicacy there. Look at that there. Wow, it's shiny. You stick that there, drop it on. There it is. And the rice there. You can lick a little bit here. You can lick your food. Now, yeah, obviously this is for me. I wouldn't lick my son's food, right? There it is. Right? And there you go. Steak rice ball. Mmm. No, good. Mmm. This is nice because it doesn't get rice on your fingers. Kind of like the paper there you can eat. That is so good. Rice, some flavoring, sprinkles, some meat. You can put some vegetables in there. I don't have any, but like fried onions. This is so good. So, make yourself a rice ball, and you know, post a video what it looked like. Tell me how it tasted. And it's really simple. There's no recipe. Rice, some flavoring, throw it in, flatten it. Simple. All right. Thanks. My name is Michael Trout. Just providing you some ways to innovate with your food.